Hi, I wanted to demonstrate a problem that I'm having here with my Mister FPGA Multisystem. This is the one that I got from Retro Mancave Shop. As you can see in the middle, it has the DE10 Nano. It has all the connections. In the front, it has a USB keyboard. In the back, it also has a USB dongle for a Logitech and a HDMI and power connector. And just so that we can confirm, the power connector is the one that I got from the shop online. It came with the kit as a kit, so I just wanted to verify that it's got that. Here's my problem. I'm going ahead and start it up here. So I power it on. I'm going to go ahead and move it over to the right input, and just going ahead and as you can see, this is the Logitech keyboard. It's the wireless one. The power is on, in the on position. Let's see if we can get that to focus. And I'm gonna hit the down button, and as you can see, it doesn't do anything. I can't get this to do anything at all. So I thought maybe there's a problem with the keyboard, So I went ahead and hardwired it. As you can see, here's the hardwired one. Got the connector. That's the one that's plugged into the front. And again, I press the down button. Nothing is moving on the menus. So then I thought that maybe there was something wrong with the DE10 Nano. So I said, okay, I had an old setup before. Let me go ahead and try that out. All right. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Alright, and I'm going to pull the power cable, the HDMI, the two USBs. Okay. And I'm going ahead and I got a another DE10 Nano here. And I just, just to verify that there's nothing wrong with the keyboards or any of the USBs, I got this one right here connected. And I'm going ahead and connect USB, a USB dongle, and HDMI. Alright, HDMI connector right here. There you go. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, and then we got to put the SD card in there as well. Make sure that we get that. Alright, good. And here's the power connection. Alright, put on the right input. Alright. We're back. You got the new one up. See? See how it moves? That's the wireless one right there. It's working with the USB dongle. Everything's working fine. This is the wired one right here. Let's go ahead and show you. Alright. Everything's working fine. So there's nothing wrong with the keyboard or the USB itself. So could it be, I don't know, the DE10 Nano? Alright, I got this one. Hold on. Let's disconnect the DE10 Nano from the Mister FPGA, or from the Multisystem. It's a bit of a tough one. If any of you've owned these before, you understand what I mean. You gotta kind of seesaw it out of there. Alright, remove that. Alright, now that's the DE10 Nano in the non-working multi-system. Alright, let's go ahead and give me a second. Alright, so let's go ahead and I got my old Mister set up here. I'm gonna take the USB off, take the power cable off, take the RAM stick off, take off all the USB connectors. Okay, and let's go ahead and pull off this old one, which we know is working. You know, here we go, I'm pulling it off. Okay, so let's go ahead and do these as well. All right. So let's go ahead and just make sure that nothing's wrong with the DE10 Nano. These are all the troubleshooting steps, and I think that it's all fair enough to go through before I start, you know, trashing anything outside of the DE10 Nano. Just make sure that everything is working to rule it out. It's only fair, right? Okay. Yeah. There we go, almost there. All right. Okay. All right. So that's the old one. I pulled that off. Okay, you know it's the old one because I left the, if you noticed earlier, I had the real-time clock on this one, and the one that I had on the multi-system doesn't have the real-time clock. So this is the working one on the old setup, and this is the non-working one on the new multi-system setup. And so let's go ahead and take this, got the sandwich together. Just gonna put 2 screws in this time. You know, I don't need to go all out. It's not gonna be my permanent setup, or at least hopefully not. I would like a working multi-system, but it just seems that that doesn't seem to be my case here. So let's go ahead and show you, all right, that, you know, the DE10 Nano is correct and not having any issues. All right. Okay, going ahead and screw that in. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, here we go. We got the old setup. Let's go ahead and put our USB connectors. All right. Our RAM module. That's looking good. Oh, and then we want to plug in the other power plug here. So far, so good. Now I'm gonna plug in our USBs. Got the hardwire, and now you have the Logitech. I'm gonna move these out of the way here, so that it gives us place some room. All right. Let's go ahead and first put in the HDMI. All right. And power. Okay, good, good. Let's go ahead and switch the inputs again. All right. Oh, I forgot one thing. Okay. I left my SD card in the old one. Let's go ahead and swap it, put in the new one. And power it up again. Switch HDMI inputs. Voila! All right. Let's go ahead and oh, you can see some movement there. All right, as you can see, this is the keyboard on the old USB hub with the old DE10 Nano that was initially plugged into the Mister FPGA Multisystem. And as you can see, the USB is working. All right, let's go ahead and test. You know, hardware is working too. I mean, everything seems to be working fine. So it's not the DE10 Nano, and it's not the keyboard. It's not the USB dongle. You know, I seem to be at a loss. So, all right, I said, all right, let's rule one thing out, okay? One more thing out. This is the last ditch effort that I had to do. All right. Now, could it possibly be this bad, some cable went bad or something. Okay, all right. Let's see what I got here. I have some USB cables. Okay, these are micro USB and USB-A. All right, I believe micro USB, USB-A. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and plug this one in here, and just make sure it is not the cable for some odd reason. Otherwise, I just replace the cable and the problem solved, right? So there we go. Slide it in. Slides in perfectly. Okay, well, we know that both the D10 nanos work, so let's go ahead and just use the other D10 nano right here. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay. I'm sure you have it in correctly. Good, okay. It is in correctly. Let's go ahead and make sure the pins line up. Good, 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 good. All right, I'm gonna push down on it, There you go, make sure that it's all in, nice and good. All right, get the new USB cable plugged in. And we know this is, D10 nano works because we tested it earlier, okay. Let's go ahead and pull off the power from the old one. All right, take the HDMI, all right, plug it back into the multi-system here, okay. Power in, all right, good, good. Now let's get the two USBs here, all right. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then we get the hardwire. Will this fix it? Let's find out. Okay. And put stick in the wall to come up. Oh. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have our SD card in, otherwise it's not going to load. All right. Oh, well, actually another problem that we have here is HDMI dongle, pass-through connector. That's not gonna work either without that. Just, alright, all in the sake of fairness, but there you go, make sure that it's 100% going in. Power it on again. There we go. Alright, will this fix it? Drum roll, please. No. Again, power's on. USB. We got the dongle plugged in right there. And then here's the hardware. Still nothing. So this tells me that something's wrong with the USB on this system, multi-system. Alright. So let's go ahead and power it down. Nothing seems to work. Okay, I've swapped out everything that I could possibly think of. I try to get up and running, and I'm not getting anything. And honestly, I've only plugged 3 things into this system. Well, 4 if you can't include the hardwire connector. So I've only plugged in, or actually 5 if you also want to include the 8-bit DOE remote. And a lot of people have that kind of setup. There's nothing unusual about that. I use this 8-bit DOE USB dongle right here. I also tried this USB Bluetooth connector, and just the Logitech dongle. Nothing, funky or out of the ordinary. So I really don't know what could have possibly damaged it. But all I know is that I have a expensive Mister FPGA Multisystem that I got from the Retro Mancave Shop. And I've reached out to support. They have responded. They said they sent this over to the makers. I believe it's the Heber Ltd. It's been about a month. I'm coming up on a month now, and I haven't heard back from them yet. And I just feel kind of left down. Let down. It's just you pay a lot of money, but you don't get the support, or at least not the proper support that you would think you'd have for something you pay almost close to a premium price. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. If you're gonna invest in a Mister setup, right now the Mister FPGA Multisystem's not looking like a pretty good bargain, if you ask me. So I really don't want to trash it, but that's where, I mean, I've tried everything to try to fix it, and I've even reached out to support, and I just can't get any assistance on it. So, there we have it. I'll go ahead and reach out to Retro Mancave Shop one more time and try to see if we can get some assistance, but I'm at a loss here, and I really, as a consumer in the Mister FPGA market, and all the options out there, this just does not seem like an option that's worth investing in. And I would say save your money for something better. So that's just my thought. I hope someone fixes it. I'll gladly put another video out there if anything changes, but right now this is where I stand. All right, good night.